everybody, welcome to another recap of Survivor Redemption Island. Last time Krista was voted off, and at Zapatera, Steve is trying to melt Stephanie with his eyes. I mean, he had some serious dagger eyes for her. She's just sitting there like this, and he was like, the whole time. I mean, that could have gone on for hours, but he's pissed because she voted for him. And that is like the kiss of death on Survivor. Hello, you've got to vote for somebody, and she couldn't vote for herself, so she certainly wasn't going to vote for her friend. Grow a pair, Steve, okay? You are an ex-NFL player, okay? Toughen up. Somebody's going to vote for you. Ometepe, it's a spa day, and there's some armpit grooming, some leg hair grooming. I mean, the girls just want to look good. They're on camera, okay? And Philip is not having any of it. He just wants everyone to tend the fire, or at least to say, Philip, you're doing such a good job. You're so wonderful. His ego needs a little pumping, and nobody likes Philip, unfortunately, so it's not gonna happen. He really resents the girls because they just don't do as much as he does. Whatever. Krista got a Bible as her luxury item at Redemption Island, and it turns out that Matt is Christian, and they pray together, and I'm sensing a real connection between the two of them, which is nice. I mean, you know, maybe they belong together. Do I see something in the future? Perhaps? Who knows? All right, it's duel time. Andrea shows up, Natalie, Julie, Mike, and the challenge this week is that the two players need to use a grappling hook to get 3 bags that contain balls, and then they have to use one of those balls to solve a table puzzle. You know, one of those tilt ones. Alright, so Krista has an early lead. She has a 1-bag lead over Matt. And then it was pretty much neck and neck. They're both working the table puzzles, and Matt's ball drops through, then Krista's ball drops through, and then Matt wins. So it was a very emotional end for Krista. She says that she wants to give Matt the Bible on her way out. And Andrea's all pissed now because she senses that they have a connection, and she's just like, well, I wanted him to stay around, but now, who cares? Way to go, Andrea. It was religion. Alright, so at Zapatera, Sarita's got a toothache. They think she's an uptown girl, a pretty girl, and everyone's sick of her, and sick of her not doing anything, and not stepping up, and let's just get the ropes out right now. Oh wait, that's too harsh. Alright, David, on the other hand, he wants Stephanie to stay, and he's gonna do anything he can to help her stay. So she ends up going to Steve and apologizes to Steve, which is like so hard for her because you can tell at heart she's a little bitch, and she doesn't like to admit that she's wrong. She doesn't even want anyone to think that she's ever wrong, so that was tough on her. At Ometepe, Philip's anger reaches the boiling point. He's angry at the girls, he calls them out as beauty queens, but not Andrea though. If you weren't angry at Andrea, you'd know her name's Andrea, not Andrea. Why can he never get anyone's name right? Alright, so there's a big blowout. Rob tries to smooth it over because you know what? As long as that ass clown Philip's around, nobody's going to be paying attention to Rob. So it's time for the immunity challenge, and there is a real rivalry developing between the two tribes, especially between Steve and Philip. Philip, you know, he's sporting his tattoos, the lion and the gorilla, and Philip's like, you know what I think of your tattoos? Psh, that's what I think of your tattoos. So that gets Philip really riled up, and while this challenge, there's going to be 2 launchers for each team, and the rest of the people are going to be paired off as catchers. So they're going to be launching balls, and the other team has to catch them. First to catch 5 wins, regardless of the ball color. And the reward, it's a pretty sweet picnic up on a mountain. Alright, so Sarita sits out, of course. She's not feeling well. And Grant, oh my god, he totally dominated this. He made 3 catches for Ometepe, and he even got his shirt ripped off by Mike on the other team. Boston Rob made 1. He almost had a couple others, but Grant also makes the 4th of his catches, which also just happens to be the winning catch to win reward and immunity. So amazing, amazing. it's a seafood picnic. You see the food and you eat it, but really, I mean, that food looked amazing. It was like total fish taco central. And a Jesus statue. So if there's a Jesus statue there, you know the view has got to be fantastic because they want everybody to see the statue. All right, so Rob finds the clue on the table. He doesn't think he can get out of there without somebody seeing him, so he lets Grant take it. He goes and meets Grant up on the other side of the Jesus statue, and Philip, like a wet blanket gym teacher, comes over and busts them. He's like, "What's that, gentlemen? What's that?" I was just like, oh man. Philip is delusional. He thinks that he's in a secret alliance with Grant and Rob, and it's called Stealth R Us. Rob's the specialist, and I forgot what Grant was. It's not important because it's all going Tropic Thunder awful quick. He went full lion and tiger, or lion and gorilla. All right, so at Zapatera, Stephanie is campaigning hard. She wants to stay, and she will do anything in her power to do it. She's telling everybody, got to get rid of Sarita because she's not me. Okay, it's tribal council time, and yeah, Jeff does some probsting. He wants to know if everyone's regretting throwing the challenge. Yes, Dad, we do. Okay, so Ralph pipes up and is all like, I think I would, golly, Jeff, I think I would have been a better shooter than Stephanie. Yeah, okay, Ralph, in your hair outfit, your hair onesie. Oh my God, that guy's got more hair than a gorilla. Seriously. All right, a red gorilla. So Stephanie, she says that Sarita was pretty happy to sit out on the challenge because she didn't want to step it up and blah, blah, blah. David pipes up and agrees, and it turns into a real BS fest on Sarita. So Steve even, throws around the uptown girl thing again. So you think the tide is turning, but after the vote, we find out that Stephanie's voted off by at least 4 votes. Poor Matt. Okay, so next time, everyone loses their minds. Till then, much love.